Hi, I promised you yesterday that I would share with you the really cool item. I guess we'll call it magnifying glass is what it is. And it is apparently an antique. I still don't have it listed, but I'll tell you a little bit more about it in just a second. And I have 5 other things to share with you today for our Friday weekly longer video. And welcome. I'm Jackie Schwartz, and my Etsy store is Time and Tide Vintage. I find for people who are lovers of vintage items, things that are really highly curated. I mean, I'm not going to get it if it's something that is junk or something that's badly damaged and not repairable. Now, when I bought this is the little magnifying glass. And how interesting is it? Look at the wood. Look at the design of the handle and the way the wood, apparently it was made in 2 pieces that fit together. One of them has come unglued just slightly. The other one is perfect. You don't feel anything when you run your fingers by it. But I haven't listed this yet because I found the one listing that was apparently associated with the museum, and it was listed or had a price on it of $2,500. I have not found one exactly like mine yet that's listed, so I'm going to keep researching and hunting, because if it's not worth that, I certainly don't want to list it at that price. But if it is worth that, I do want to list it at that price. So that's item number 1, and it is ebony wood. The magnifying glass part of this is in perfect condition. I think it's ebony wood from what my research has found so far. So I'll keep you posted. The second item is an equally cool piece. And actually, it's not a piece, it is 10 pieces. And I just finished researching some more about it. These are currently listed on my Etsy shop, and I'll give you the link to it. If you are interested in Japanese history, this is a goodie. Let me tell you what I've found out about it so far. These little dishes are lacquerware. And do you see that they are 5-sided? That is called a pentagon shape. And these were made, can you believe it, during the 1868 through 1912 vintage years of Japanese history. It is called the Meiji period, or the Meiji era in Japanese history, when emperors still ruled, and it was the time of shoguns. And then Japan decided they were going to modernize their country, and the industrial age came about, and now Japan is completely different. It still honors many of its traditions, like these plates are usually given at Christmas time as a good luck gift. There are actually 10 in this set, and only one of them has a little tiny flaw on. I don't have the one up here that has the flaw, but it has a little crack in the lacquer. The rest of them, look at that design. I haven't been able to identify the exact design yet, but it is a gold overlay, and I think these are acorns on it. So it is something to do with nature. And then the back of each of them is a solid lacquer, and the little box that it comes in was actually designed to keep the lacquer safe, but I believe it's missing its lid. So unfortunately, and I think there's a little chopstick wedged down in there that I haven't been able to get out. I don't want to destroy the box getting that out. And I'm not sure if there were 2 of them originally, but I did have it out, and then it got wedged in there, and I'm not going to tear up the box trying to get it out. These are, I'm trying to remember what they're listed for. I think I have them at $200. They're probably worth more than that, but I didn't think they would sell for more than that if I got the price too high. So this could potentially be a real bargain for a piece of Japanese history during the, let me pronounce it, Meiji period, M-E-I-J-I, Meiji era. Now the next one is really, it really hits my heart. And I'm going to tell you a little story that goes along with this picture. I was on my way in the morning many years ago when we were living in Lexington to make a presentation to the women of this organization. It was called the Professional Women's Institute or something like that. But on my way, I was driving in traffic down the street of, I think our meeting was at a hotel in downtown Lexington, and a car passed me, and it had a bumper sticker on the trunk of this car, so I could see it pretty well, and I was right behind it, and all of a sudden, I read the bumper sticker, and it said, "Well-behaved women rarely make history." And guess what this picture says? Well-behaved women, I don't want to cover up my mouth because you can't hear me. Well-behaved women rarely make history. And then it has a couple of more women's movement quotes on it, like this one that said, "The woman who says it cannot be done should not interrupt the woman doing it." How cool is that? And I'll read you one more on here. It says, "Stand against the odds and let your courage take the lead." I think I'm going to put that on another poster and put it on my wall. Stand against the odds and let your courage lead the way. Wow. Anyway, that is ready for your wall. If you are a woman who believes this and this, then this poster is for you. And she looks like she just stuck her finger in the light socket, doesn't she? I don't remember the dimensions of this exactly, but it's big. And it's covered with glass. And it's wired and ready to be hung in your office or your home. So ladies, if you buy the sentiment, which I very much do, that one's for you. Okay, here's another one with a cool story. Years ago, many of you know that Max and I lived in Trimble County in Bedford, where we're living now, which is about an hour northeast of Louisville. So we go to Louisville a lot, at least once a week, if not more. And there was a lady who worked on the farm where we're living, and she was an artist. She was kind of a hippie craftsman, had a rock band, bluegrassy rock band, but she was definitely an artist in regard to music and in regard to painting. And while she was living here in Trimble County but performing in Louisville, she also worked as an artist on the farm. And let me tell you what an artist does on a fruit and vegetable growing farm. She paints pumpkins and gourds. And actually she painted some regular artwork too, but she was more into the crafty side of things. She came here while she was living in Louisville and lived here in Trimble County and drove to perform at a club in Louisville. But this is one of her pieces, and it was probably one of the very few things that got saved from her era. And I'll hold it back so you can see the whole thing. It is a Barnwood piece of wood, originally from, I'm sure, a barn that fell down around here somewhere. And it's a wall hanging. And screwed to the piece of barnwood is a piece of driftwood out of the Ohio River. And inside, let me see if I can get it up really close for you to see it. This is one of Cena's original paintings of raccoons living inside the knothole of a piece of driftwood attached to the barnwood. Talk about a unique piece. I mean, is that cool or what? If you are looking for something for a man cave or a rustic recreation room or room in the basement that you're redoing and using crafts to be your decor, wouldn't this be perfect? It is listed, and I'm trying to remember the listing price of it. You'll have to go to my Etsy store to find it. I think it's around $52 is what we have it priced. It is actually priceless because it is so unique with an original painting by Cena. Her name was spelled and still is spelled, although she moved back to Montana, Cena. But oh my gosh, that is one unique piece of art that is extremely vintage, probably from the 60s or 70s. And I have one more for you. Actually, it's two more, but I'm going to sell them together. This is a set of 6 melamine. I think they are Sakura. The brand is a Japanese brand called Sakura, and it's melamine, so you can drop it on the floor and it doesn't break. And they are, of course, the perfect time of year. In just maybe another month or so, they will be the thing for summer and outdoor eating, or eating on sun porch, or just at a picnic table. You can take them with you. All 5 of them are brand new. They have not been used. I think, let me see if it has a date on it. I'll use my magnifying glass. Oops, it has a smudge right in the middle. Oh, here we go. No, I don't see a date. It didn't have the date. It has Sakura, but I have looked them up and researched them, and they definitely are vintage. And what I'm selling with the 6 plates to go with them is a flamingo serving piece of probably chips and dip, or salsa and chips, or whatever you want to put in the big bowl, and then have the side dish to go with it. It is actually also melamine, so unbreakable, perfect. It's never been used. It still has the packaging on it, and actually I don't think it's that old. It may not be vintage yet, but I wanted to pair it with the plates, because see how cool they are together? And they're both melamine, and you can take them on the picnic with you, or outside with you, or on the boat with you. So that is the haul that I'm presenting to you today. Oh, there was one other thing I want to ask your opinion about. See the size of this jewel? It is made in Italy. It is called Majolica, and it is heavy pottery baking dish. It has one little flea bite right there on the end of it that I don't know how it got. It was there when I bought it, but it was so cool. I decided I definitely wanted this. And that's a manufacturing error. They missed getting the color there before they glazed it. So you can feel the glaze there, but it's definitely not a flaw in the pottery, as is that one. And those are the little things you get with handmade items. And there's the brand that says Majolica, has a little M there, and made in Italy. I don't know if that's showing backwards for you or not. It may be. So my question is, would you want something shipped to you that's that big and it's heavy? I haven't weighed it yet, but my guess is it's going to be at least 5 pounds. And then by the time we package it, it will probably be 6 or 7 pounds. So let me know. I'm pondering this. It's been sitting here for a couple of years and I haven't listed it because I was worried about people not really wanting to pay for the postage for this. I'm not shipping internationally anymore. And guess what? If you're local to Louisville, you don't have to pay postage on it. You can get it for free by doing a local pickup. The postage for free, not the item for free. So the shipping cost is what I should say. If you enjoyed this, and if you continue to enjoy watching my haul videos that are a little longer and I get into depth in telling you about the item and why I'm selling them, it's because they will have value to somebody who loves art, loves the women's movement, loves antique magnifying glasses, loves Japanese history, or loves that, I think I mentioned the original art with the raccoons in it, or the fish plates and the flamingo. You can find them all on the Etsy store, so please go there, visit, interact with it because it helps me build my channel, and subscribe to this channel so you'll get notified that a new video is coming. Although you can watch for them on Fridays, but if you actually subscribe and ring the bell, it will send you a notification that there's a new video waiting for you to watch. Thanks, everybody, for being here with me. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now. See you next Friday, if not sooner. Bye.